All right, so for the Chapter 4 review, we're going to start with constructed response. Let's read the first question that it's asking of us.
Mrs. Valdez bought 6 boxes of roses. Each box had 24 roses. She divided all the roses into 9 equal bunches. How many roses were in each bunch? Explain how to use a diagram to help solve the problem. Show your diagrams.
So, what kind of diagrams do you think they're talking about? Elena? Okay, what do we call those? They are the ones we used yesterday. What do we call them? Maybe help her out. Bar models. So here we're going to basically do the same thing we did yesterday. Okay, so let's find our question. It is what? How many roses were in each bunch? Okay, let's look at our numbers. What's the first number we come to? 6 boxes. I want you to say to yourself so that we can kind of follow this problem through. We have 6 boxes of roses. Then what do we have?
24 roses.
And those 24 roses are what? In each box. Talk this through to yourself. I have 6 boxes, and in those 6 boxes, each one has 24 roses. Then what do we see? The 9, so that means we're going to divide all of those roses into 9 equal bunches. So hopefully by looking through this, you should know what step 1 should be. Who thinks they do? Think about what steps we took yesterday also. Aiden, what do you think step 1 is going to be?
First, we're going to have to multiply 6 times 24.
To find what?
To find how many roses are there.
Okay, so we need to find a total number of roses that we have, right? So I'm going to have what down here for my bar model? What am I going to draw in my bar model to match the 6 boxes of roses? Cheyenne?
We're going to have 6 boxes.
You sure are. 6 boxes. It says it right there, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what am I going to put in those? Do I know those numbers, Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to put a 24 inside it. Now, as Aiden told you, he wanted to multiply these to get a total, right? Instead of going 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24, we know that we can do that a lot easier with the multiplication problem. So, over to the side, you're going to take your 24 times what? The 6 boxes. What's 4 times 6?
24.
24. We group the 2 to the tens place. 6 times 2? 12 plus 2? 14. So you have a total of 144, right below, like we've been doing. Some of you failed to do this yesterday. You forgot to put your totals down below your bar models. So we know that in 6 boxes of 24 roses in each box, we're going to have a grand total of 144 roses. Who thinks they can tell me what to do second? Bless you all that are sneezing out there. Mackenzie, what are we going to do second?
Next, we're going to divide 144 by 9.
Okay, so we still have the total of the 144 roses, and she wants to divide that by 9. So what am I going to draw then if I'm going to divide by 9? Another bar model, and what's my bar model going to look like? What am I going to divide it into?
9.
The 9s. Okay. Now, I still have my total down here, right? So put it back down there so I know I've got that. Now, do I know what's going in this model? No, not yet. I do know that I have to have the 9 groups, or the 9 bunches. Then Mackenzie told you she wanted to do what for her expression? Divide. So over here to the side, you're going to take 144 14. How many times? Once. 1 times 9. I'm going to subtract 14 minus 9 and I get 5. I'm bringing down my 4. So I have a total of 54. How many times does 9 go into 54?
6.
6 times 9 is?
54.
So do I have a remainder?
No.
No. So what's going in these boxes?
16.
16s. So your answer is 16. Nope, what's it asking us? Roses. So always go back and read your question. It says it right there. How many roses were in each bunch? So there's your answer. So we're going to tell them our steps that we took. You're just going to say find a total. 4 roses. Because that's what our first bar model is showing, right? And then we're going to find the number in each bunch. So all of the stuff we did here is part of your explanation. I just want you to make sure you understand what you did first and what you did second. You first found a total of roses, and then you found the number that was in each bunch after you had found the total. If you have one of these similar to this on your test, please make sure that you remember to draw the bar model. Yesterday, some of you started drawing your bar models, and then when you took your homework home, you quit drawing the bar models. You must draw me the pictures to show me what you're doing. Got it? Okay, let's go down to the performance task. And as always, one of yours on your test has multiple parts. They give you some information, and then they make you come up with a couple of different answers for a couple different questions. That's exactly what this one is doing. So take a look here. Mr. Owens plans to rent tables for a spaghetti fundraiser. He needs to seat 184 people. So that's just giving you the background information, right?
Yep.
Then take a look at what you see in the pictures. I've got a square table with 4 chairs. I have a rectangular table with 6 chairs. I have a circular table with 8 chairs. So here's our first question. If Mr. Owens wants all rectangular tables, how many tables should he rent? So there's your question. How many tables should he rent? Now, someone tell me, what am I going to be needing for my problem here? Where am I going to get the numbers I'm needing? And okay, so I need all of the people that are coming, right? Which is 6 chairs. So there wasn't any of the information I needed in the question. It was all either in the picture or in the background information. So you've got to know where to pull your information from. So I want you to think about, if he's wanting all of those rectangular tables, we need to know, if he wants to seat 184 people, how many tables it's going to take. So what's the steps I'm going to take here? Think through what we've been doing. Think about what it's asking us to find. Fred, how do you think we're going to proceed? All right, do we agree with that?
Yes.
I'm going to take the total number of people that I have divided by the 6 chairs to come up with how many tables I'm going to need. Sounds okay to me. So let's write that down here. We're going to put 184 divided by the 6. And let's do the math over here on the side by the tables. So 184 divided by the 6 chairs. How many times does 6 go into 18?
3.
3. 3 times 6 is?
18.
So that will give me what when I subtract?
0.
I'm going to bring down my 4. Does 6 go into 4?
No.
Nope, so I have a 0 here, so that means I'm going to have a remainder of what?
4.
A remainder of 4. Don't forget your 0 up top. If you can't divide 6 into 4, you have to put a 0, then tell me that you have a remainder. So let's go ahead and put the answer, 30 remainder 4. That's what we're doing, but it wants to know how many tables he should rent. So, who thinks they can tell me what we're going to write down for this? If we came up with an answer of 30, remainder 4, how many tables is Mr. Owens going to need to rent, Morgan? Hey, can you tell me where you got 31?
Because I got, there's 30 already, and there's 4, so we need another table set that 4 others can sit.
Exactly. So she's saying that if you just get the 30 tables, there's 4 people that aren't going to have a place to sit. Right? Nope, you have to have enough tables. So we want to know how many tables he would have to rent. So she's telling you that it's 31. Does that sound like it's correct?
Yes.
So we're going to write, let's just write down here, 31 tables, because that's our answer. So then you're going to say because 30 won't seat everyone. So you're going to have to raise your quotient of 30 by 1 to make sure everyone has a place to sit. Any questions about that? Be careful when it asks questions like that you don't just, oh, I got to find my answer, and then that's what I'm going to write down. It wasn't asking us about 30 remainder 4. It was asking us how many tables would suit everyone. Okay? All right, let's read the next one. Square tables, rent for $12 each. Circular tables, rent for $23 each. Mr. Owens says it would cost him less to rent square tables instead of circular tables. Is he right? Then we have to explain as usual. So, is he right is my question, so we need to make sure that that's the first thing we're answering. Okay, who can tell me what kinds of numbers I'm going to be using here? Maurice? Okay, $12 for the square tables. What else? $23 for the circular tables. Any other numbers I'm needing? Is that all I need?
No.
No. Cheyenne, what else do I need?
184.
I still have to use the 184 people, don't I? Do I?
Yeah.
Yes. So you have it circled. Go ahead and keep it circled. If you want to circle it again to make sure you know we're going to use it twice, that's fine with me. Now, what else do I think I need here? Anything? It's asking us about the cost of the tables. We know we have to deal with the amount of people. Logan, is there something else I need?
We need the square tables and the circular tables to see what how many tables we need.
Exactly. So we also have to know the 4 chairs for the square tables and the 8 chairs for the circular tables. So we're going to use all of the numbers that they have given us in the square and the circular with the amount of people as well as the amount of money. So let's do one at a time. Let's worry about square tables. Who thinks they know what we're going to do here? If I'm doing square tables. Tristan, what are you thinking?
20.
We're doing square tables. So let's think about what we did up here. Can we do the same type of thing we did up here to start off with? Worry about how many tables it's going to take before I can figure my money? Think that's a good idea? Yeah, I think so. So, what am I going to use first? Okay, 184 divided by the 4. Do we all follow where she got that? Okay, so that will be the first step. Okay, so again, find some space over here. 4 into 18.
No. Oh, yes.
What's 4 into 18?